Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 12 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni. Today I have 3 battles I think we will get off very easily. Now the first will be at Medlan, the second will be at Hurrah, and the third will be over here at Gala. This will probably be the biggest one, so I'll probably leave it till last. And considering I'm not already at war with that faction, I might maybe not get around to it this time, but I've done everything for this turn in the last episode, so I'm going to jump straight into the end turn screen. We'll see what happens, and then we can head on to our conquests. And here we go. The Helvetii are fighting for their lives. I'm approaching their last settlement, and they have attacked me with 3 armies. Each have their own short swords and slingers. Some even have some skirmishers. I've got 4 units of sword band, 3 units of spear band, 3 Britain scout riders, and 2 units of Britain skirmishers. So let's see how this goes on the battle map. So here we are on the battlefield. Now unless I'm missing something here, we don't have a general. Now that's either because our general died this turn in this particular army and therefore there isn't a general left, or he's been assassinated or something, or he's wounded by my own faction, something like that. Either way, it's this sword unit that's going to be taken over the leading, and we have no hero abilities, so that's going to be very annoying, but hopefully we'll still be able to win the battle nonetheless. So we've got spears and swords. They have very depleted forces because they've been suffering from fatigue. We're going to get all our horses together on one side, which will probably be, I'm trying to look, probably the right side. We're going to keep the rest together, and we're going to begin to march forwards and face them. Now they're attacking me, so I'm going to stop just before I get to the bottom of this hill. I don't want them to merge their armies though, because that will make it very difficult for me to handle. But what I can do over here is attack this general unit. Only has 13 men, and we can take care of these short swords and these slinger units very easily with all my cavalry. So that's running off over there. We're going to stop my slingers, or their skirmishers, sorry, just there. Stop them just behind. We're going to stop these men before switching back over to here and watching our men charge straight into the noble horse of the enemy general there. Okay, so some of them broke off. Went straight into the slinger units. Got to keep an eye on my own front line. We've managed to kill the enemy general there. And we can think about helping out with the attack on to these swordsmen. So here we go, they ran through. We're going to charge forwards with our own men here. And we're going to try and kill their slingers as well. Okay, that's all fine. So let's get our men together, and we're going to charge the next couple of groups of slingers. I'm going to put frenzied charge on the ones that are up ahead. Now I don't want to be running into those spear nobles, that's a bad idea.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, so here we've routed those men. We'll continue to push forwards. Come on men, attack. Don't just stand there. Attack. Okay, so all our horses have dealt with one of the armies. The other one's running over to me to deal with my horsemen. Meanwhile, their main army has been completely routed pretty much. It's a job well done there. Now what we can do is we can consolidate our forces on this hill and take care of the rest of them then. Okay. Get my horses over before I forget about them, because the last thing I want is these skirmishers to get there and start firing loads of free javelins into my horses. That's probably going to be a very, very bad thing. Here we have the unit of spear nobles that I was scared of. They're very, very elite troops, so hopefully my men will be able to deal with them anyway. I'm going to get a couple of these guys to charge into them. Meanwhile, I get one of the swordbound units around the back and the spear unit on the side. Now, I'm not sure what I'm planning to do with these skirmishers. Charge the other swordbound in front. We need to continue to run away with these scalp riders. Like I said, with the javelins, they're taking out a lot of my horsemen for free. Let's select the swordsman. Give them frenzy. I'm going to charge into the back of the unit here. I'm going to frenzy them. That should help cut them down very, very quickly. Okay, with that unit dead, we've pretty much killed their best melee troops. Got a couple of units here that are being a pain in the ass. We're gonna send a one sword unit back to deal with that and get my skirmisher units to deal with the Celtic slingers. The rest of my men can come over and help out with this army over here. There we go, that should deal with those lot. I'm going to have to continue to bring my riders back. I might even be able to hide them in the forest. That'll come in handy. Now here they have a height advantage over me, but as soon as they engage, I'm going to be able to just charge into the back of them. So it's not as much of an issue as it may look. Although charging uphill is never a good thing.
One of our
And I would
units has
never
used all its
recommend it.
ammunition.
But in this case, I can kind of get away with it. Got some spear nobles here.
Swords! Orders!
Okay, cool. With everything engaged, we can then send one of the units to deal with the Celtic skirmishers, while my other two units run straight into the back of this hero's unit. And boom! Oh, look at that. That's brutal.
Scout riders!
Awesome. So that's all the skirmishing units dealt with. And we just got to kill the rest of these spear nobles, which are being crushed by my cavalry and my infantry. A nice sandwich. And now they're running away. And that's our victory. Say goodbye to the Helvetii. We lost 445 men. They lost 1,251. Giving him a good headbutt there. Close victory. My arse. That's going to pretty much disperse most of his armies. And then we can just attack the city straight away. And we should be able to kill them this
All
turn.
would surely benefit if we agreed to open trade from this day on.
Yeah,
Well,
sure, why not? I'm not over there just yet. I can accept that for now. There we go, and that's exactly the reason why I didn't have a general in that particular battle. We want Adiatorix. He can pick up this army. He is a well-known guy in my campaign, so you can go ahead and give him his heroic riders and he can lead my battle as we attack Medlan. Now, we don't we did lose a lot of men. So if I take them out of their forced march stance, I can go ahead and I can attack this town. I'm not sure if I should attack them first though, because if I remember correctly, this is a really annoying settlement to take, or a really annoying settlement to defend, sorry, because your reinforcements take a while to get there. So I'm going to just go ahead and attack the settlement straight away. We're going to assault it, I think. Yep, we're going to go ahead and assault it. And I think I'll be able to take advantage of there only being one gate, I think, on this settlement. Yes. Yes, this is exactly the settlement I was thinking of. So I've played this game so much already, I already know the layout of most of the settlements, which is quite funny and will help me out a lot in this particular battle. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my men straight away. We're going to move them all over to the centre.
Missiles ready.
And what we're going to do from here is get into the settlement as quickly as possible. Their reinforcements will have to walk all the way around the settlement. They can't come in from the side or anything because there's only one gate, which will either get me killed or will win me this battle very, very decisively. So, what units am I going to take up to the gate? Probably these two. Depleted units of Spearband. They will probably do to burn it down. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start this battle. We're going to run up the men. Now the best way to do this, I think, is to line them up like this in front of the gates. So they're both sitting on top of each other.
Enemy
Then pretty much every soldier at the front of the formation can throw torches on the gates. So we can move forwards these sword band now. Get them into a decent formation. Get the skirmishers up. Get the scout riders up. And of course the general, let's not forget about him.
Britannia protects us.
Awesome. Now these guys are going to take quite a lot of fire, but the thing about this particular settlement is that the AI derps out a bit, and they really forget to sit their men on the walls, which is quite hilarious, and means that you can run straight up without taking much missile fire whatsoever. However, what this does cause is them to run out and attack you, which kind of delays the burning down of the gate. As you can see, I can't attack it because they're deciding to run out at me and throw point-blank javelins through gates, which is quite frustrating. So I'm going to actually bring up some sword band just to help out.
We'll kill them all.
Probably only one unit, I'll keep one back, because otherwise they're going to get just attacked over and over by the towers on the walls. Okay, so that's one unit dealt with. Then we've got the second unit coming through the gates. They'll probably die shortly and run off. We've got to be quick about this, we definitely have. This kind of delays me quite a lot, and I don't want to be stuck out here with the reinforcements arriving. You can see these noble horse here, going to be a bit of an issue. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my horses round. I'm going to get my general. We're going to go take this guy face on. Right. Now, if they're finished coming out this bloody gate, I will actually like to burn it down at some point. I'm going to frenzy charge into the front of this general. I'm going to get my general round the back.
The enemy general is dead.
He got killed in the charge. Wow, that is insane. But we're going to continue my men round the back anyway. And crush them. Hopefully. Okay, those guys finished. No, we're still getting charged in the face by loads of slingers. That's very fun. Looks like that my horses are dealing with theirs very well, actually. Much more than I thought they would be able to. So we pretty much killed that unit just by running into it. They have 2 men left. And there goes their general unit anyway.
Scout riders!
Awesome. Gonna get these scout riders back to the front. We did lose a lot of them. Get these into formation.
Warriors ready!
Ready to burn down the gates, but it looks like another unit of Celtic skirmishers are going to be throwing javelins in my face again.
Heroic riders!
There we go, that goes one of the armies who are supposed to be reinforcing. The other one is coming round the right here. You can see the horses of the general riding forth. Now if I get my general into the right position quick enough, I can probably cut him off with my scout riders again. Like I did the other general. But it's pretty, I have to deal with this annoying AI who's just going to keep throwing skirmishes into me and that basically means I won't be able to burn down the gates, which is quite frustrating. Like, as you can see, when they're walking through the gates, I can't actually attack the gatehouse. It's rather silly. Now, the last thing I want is my men to get charged in the back over here by his general. So I'm going to cut him off with my cavalry. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do here.
The Oaks! Scout riders!
Okay, and we're going to frenzy charge.
Heroic riders!
We're going to get my
The enemy
general
is dead.
to come round, and he can charge after them as well. Although it does seem as though they're just ignoring most of my men.
The gods charge!
Okay, well, we pretty much destroyed Latikos in
Our horses
so easily. Just in a charge once again, we killed his general. That's so lucky. But killed him. So let's get out of there. Make sure my cavalry don't get shot by missiles more than they have to. Right, this gate can finally be burned down. Right, go on, men. Throw all the torches you have. And then we can finally charge up through this gate and win ourselves a settlement. I'm going to start moving forwards with my men. Ready to throw tons of javelins over the walls. Okay, it's fully on fire.
The enemy's gates have been destroyed.
I'm going to send my scout riders off to go and attack the small unit of skirmishers over there. Never mind, they routed anyway. The gates are destroyed, and we're going to charge in. Now, another thing I picked up from the AI actually is that you can literally just run straight through formations of men just by right-clicking behind them. Now, this doesn't actually lose you as many men as you would think, because what happens is the animations bug out and no one dies. So, if I just show you quickly, if I select these, once these men arrive here, I will just flood into this settlement. Okay, so you grab your men and you go, hey, I want you behind them. And what they'll do is they'll run up this ramp and they'll try their best to squeeze through. I think that's at least what the AI did to me. Maybe they have too many men. I think they do. Maybe they're just not piled up enough yet. They kind of like explode and then end up just, you can just walk your men through their units. Here it just seems that the morale is breaking anyway, so it doesn't actually seem to matter. With all these javelins coming in over the top, it's probably doing quite a significant amount of damage. I'm actually going to put them to a quick reload. Some Celtic slingers have magically got all the way around to here. What I can do is just turn around this sword unit and kill them. Yep, they died pretty much instantly. So basically, let's try this again. Just tell them to run up through the units. And what will happen is my men will just pile up through. Hopefully. Can they do it? No, they can't. No, you can't do that. I thought you could. AI did it to me.
The men are wavering.
But never mind. We're still winning the battle. That's all that really matters, isn't it? Just gotta watch the grind. Oh, he got stabbed in the gut. There goes most of their army. Seem to be like routing through my men. Utter meat grinder. I think this is like the new meat grinder. There was a meat grinder in Rome Total War, for those of you who haven't played it. Basically, a part in the city where you could not basically rout. And it meant that your men fought to the death. And for an attacker, it was horrible because you would just lose all your men against these guys who would just never run away.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And it could win you some miraculous battles, and it could also lose you some miraculous battles. In this, it seems to be the gate, because that's really where most of the grinding happens, and you can see all of this death at the top of this ramp is exactly what I'm talking about. The meat grinder. All these people with like their glitched out animations, people dying here. You can see that
The men are wavering.
I think they got stuck in their death animation. Some people still crawling about and so on, just like, oh my god, what the fuck just happened? But I think that is pretty much it. I just need to kind of capture the settlement, so I'm going to get my horses in here to go to all of the different segments while the men run around and capture all of the towers and so on, so they don't fire on my own men while I'm trying to move about.
Move it!
Okay.
Ancestors, honor us!
Now, as soon as I capture all three of these points, the points of their defense will go down very, very quickly. So that's not really what I'm worried about. But my men do seem to be wavering, apparently, as they're trying to capture the point. They have 11 men. They have no enemies on the field that I can see, and they're wavering. What is there to run from? Stupid people. This spear band going to be capturing this arrow tower. This spear band going to be capturing this one. And we've pretty much taken over the entire settlement.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Now the reason it's not ending is because I believe the reinforcement army is still probably walking all the way around, or has got glitched on somewhere on the other side of the mountain. But there we go. Just got to wait for the countdown. It's taken a lot longer than I expected. Maybe once we capture the third point, it'll go down even quicker. Yep, does seem to be. We're going to be there soon enough, guys. Don't worry.
We have captured a tower.
We can just set up, really. Ready for an attack that's pretty much never going to come. Yeah, that's right, man. You keep hiding. They're so scared. They're complaining about the weather with dead men at their feet. Brilliant. Right, let's go ahead and end that battle. Close victory. We lost 535 men. They lost 970. We wiped out the garrison force and we took over their settlement. That was brutal. Pushed down with a shield. Love that animation. We killed both of the other generals. You can see that they died. One of the reinforcement armies never made it, except from some of their Celtic skirmishers, which we killed. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to occupy this settlement.
Your next command.
And we've gained notoriety.
Ready for battle.
So here we go.
I live to
We
serve the
can
people of Britain.
give this a tradition. I'm going to give them the melee weapon damage tradition. In the event messages, or is it the faction, we can look at something that requires attention, the sacred sword. There are rumours that a sacred sword has been pulled from its zone. The people whisper of a leader whose coming was foretold. Well, We can pay homage to the man. Why not? Let's go ahead. Maybe he'll join our cause. I'm not even sure what the other options would do, but it doesn't really affect us. Now, actually, the Helvetii do hold Genua. I did find this out last time. I'm a bit silly for forgetting about that. For some reason, though, my scout had disappeared, which may be the cause of, yeah, natural causes. He got old. So he died when I needed him most. Yep. Sounds about right. We got this army here.
Ready for orders.
We can now move him. He, for some reason, is a bit stuck
Move out.
in terms of how far he can actually move,
Besieging
which is annoying
settlement.
because I'm going to have to wait till next turn to actually attack Coria. And over here, we're going to have to declare war on the Vivisci, who are allied with the Cesitani, these guys, and the Canterbury, which is these guys. So it looks like that's going to be our move for taking some land in the north of Spain. There we go. So we're going to declare war on them. And we're going to attack their settlement.
Let them cower before us.
So, to do this, what I'm going to do is probably the garrison army is not an issue. It's the reinforcements I'm worried about, possibly. Their main army is mostly Devon Freemen and Celtic Slingers. So these Celtic Slingers will die to my majority melee troops, which isn't a crazy issue in a settlement. So this might not be as hard as it maybe says it will be. But we're going to have to leave that till next time, because unfortunately I've run out of time for this episode. It's been a good one. We took out 3 armies of the Helvetii. Next time we can destroy them probably. We can take Coria for sure. And we can finish the siege of Burdigala. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this one. I've actually quite enjoyed it myself. Those battles were very, very nice. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.